Today we're talking about Leonarus Cardiaca, Motherwort. This is my little specimen here. She's absolutely amazing. I love her. One of my favourite plants. So Leonarus contains flavonoids, quercetin, glucosides, alkaloids, tannins and vitamin A, just to name a few. It's called Cardiaca after a long history of being worked with medicinally for the cardiac and circulatory systems. Its common name, Motherwort, indicates its relevance for menstrual and uterine health, and its full Latin name, Leonarus Cardiaca, translates to lion-hearted. And Motherwort has been used for centuries by women to stimulate menstruation, especially in cases of oligomenorrhea, that's irregular menses, and dysmenorrhea, which is painful menses, that's your periods. So it was regularly used for those with symptoms of premenstrual syndrome and those intense feelings that women can experience cyclically each menses. Its antispasmodic properties are said to ease associated lower back pain and crampiness, whilst lifting the mood and grounding those erratic emotions. It's a mild emmenagogue used in the past to bring on labour in overdue women and therefore one to avoid during pregnancy. So please do take care when working with Motherwort. It's an antispasmodic nervine, as I mentioned before, and an hepatic herb, which is down to its bitter qualities. It stimulates the liver essentially, which is crucial for health and well-being in an increasingly toxic environment. It's also used for insomnia, stress and anxiety. And there's lots of studies on Leonarus. And in those studies, Leonarus has demonstrated cardioactivity in vitro, where an alcoholic extract, similar to a tincture I presume, was found to have a direct effect on myocardial cells. It had an antagonistic action against calcium chloride, stimulating both A and B adrenoreceptors and proving itself a quality heart tonic. So it strengthens without putting any additional strain on the heart. And it's often prescribed in cases of tachycardia, where you get palpitations, especially those ones that are caused by stress and anxiety. And Motherwort has additionally been shown to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, improving blood circulation. And recent studies have been assessing its ability to support sleep, especially in those with hypertension, as it's showing it can lower BP. The compound leonorine is known to help relax the blood vessel walls, and it's also this compound that assists with the herb's emmenagogue properties. And an emmenagogue is a herb that is capable of bringing on menstruation. It's said to be a blood cleansing and moving herb, so it can interfere with Western conventional cardiovascular treatments you may be on. So, as with all herbs that I discuss in any of my videos, please do see a medical professional before you start to introduce them into your diet, especially if you have long-term health conditions. You can also consult, sorry, the sun's in my eyes. You can also consult a fully qualified medical herbalist as well, who can guide you through the process of adding any herbs safely into your diet, your day-to-day lifestyle, if this is something that you're interested in. Through history, Motherwort has been associated with motherhood, protection and courage, the strength of heart. It was widely used in folk medicine following labour to expel the afterbirth, the placenta, and is said to shield against harm magically and promote inner strength, which is reflected in the translation of its Latin name to lion-hearted. It's a good, strong, yet gentle grounding herb, a boundary herb, and in the Victorian language of flowers, it symbolised concealed love And I don't know if you've ever read the book, The Victorian Language of Flowers. I've seen extracts of it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I need to get a copy of it myself, to be honest. The Japanese used to drink Motherwort for longevity, and according to their legends, a village where its stream passed through masses of Motherwort, many of the residents were said to exceed over 100 years of age. So obviously you can take that as you want. I'm not claiming it's going to give you any sort of extra longevity, but you know, it's worth a shot. Its Chinese name, Yimu Cow, translates as benefits the mother. Her ability to calm and nourish the heart and soul feels like a hug of an elderly loving relative, and it reminds us to trust ourselves. It's a nice grounding herb that holds space for those processing past trauma and memories. A mild sedative with astringent properties thanks to those tannins. And it works on the heart, liver and bladder meridians in TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, bringing in some cooling energy to help move that energetic heat out of the liver. And as the liver, heart and spleen are all linked in TCM principles, it's also quite a nice one to include in Shen tonics. With a long-standing use in TCM, there are many studies you can find on Leonarus or Yimu Chow. According to their studies, and I am definitely pronouncing that wrong, by the way, without a doubt. There's no doubt about it, I'm pronouncing it wrong. And according to their studies, Leonarus also lowers blood lipid levels. As it is a bitter herb, this can be reflected in its taste, so I always put it with sweeter herbs such as rosa or hibiscus, which are also good for the heart and circulation system, or lemon balm, which creates a nice base for those with anxiety and stress as well. But Motherwort is one of my favourite herbs. It's a great plant ally at times of intense change. You know, where you feel you've lost your energetic balance. And it soothes the sympathetic nervous system. I tend to prefer it in tincture form, but it is nice in the tea, and I do put it in teas for myself and for others as well. So, any questions about Leonarus, please get them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them.